Hello students, let's continue our chapter Life Process of Class 10 Science Ncert, and this is our part 3 of this chapter. In this video I will explain you about the nutrition, that is a 6.2 nutrition. And in the previous topic or in my previous video I have already explained about your nutrition, and I have given the definition of the nutrition also. Once again I will give you definition of the nutrition. Then student, nutrition is a process, intake of a nutrients, okay, and in the nutrients carbohydrates, fats, proteins, minerals, vitamins, and water is present, okay. Then when this nutrients is taken by an organism, as well as the utilization of these nutrients by the organism, that process is called the nutrition. Then once again, in the simple way, nutrition is the process of intake of a nutrients of an organism, as well as the utilization of these nutrients by the organism is called the nutritions. Then in the first paragraph they want to say, this one is the first paragraph of this 6.2 topic, that when you walk or ride a bicycle, when you will do any kind of the work, then you will need a energy. The energy is very important here. Then what is the function of this energy? The function of this energy is that it is needed to maintain a state of order in your body, okay. And this we also need materials from outside in order to grow, develop, synthesis proteins and other substances needed in our body. Yes. Then we can say that energy is needed to maintain a state of order in our body, okay. Now state of order means to grow, develop, synthesis proteins and other substances. Then all this is comes from where? All this is comes from your food, or we can say that the sources of energy and materials is the food. Then we can take the food, and after taking the food we get the energy. Then the source of energy and materials is the food only. In the first paragraph they want to say this one. Let's move to second paragraph here. How do living things get their food? Okay, how do living things get their food? Then in this paragraph they want to say that we know that we need our energy to maintain our body for the growth and development and many other things, okay. Then some you will see here, some organisms use simple food materials obtained from the inorganic sources in the forms of a carbon dioxide and water. Then I already explained about the inorganic sources. Inorganic sources are those sources in which very less amount of the carbon is present here. Then someone can make their own food with the help of the inorganic sources in the form of the carbon dioxide and water. Carbon dioxide and water, okay. These two are the inorganic sources. Then those organisms which can make their food with the help of these inorganic resources, this is called your autotrophic organisms. Here it is given here. These organisms, the autotrophs, include green plants and some bacteria. Now students, green plants can make their own food with the help of the carbon dioxide plus water, okay. That's why green plants are comes under the autotrophs. And the bacteria also, some bacteria also green in color like blue green algae, and the second name of this one is a cyanobacteria, which can make their own food. That's why it will comes under the autotrophic, okay. Let's proceed to another one. Now here is another that is given here, heterotrophic organism. Then we can say in the simple way, modes of nutrition. Modes of nutrition is divided into the two. First one is the autotrophic, okay, and second one is the heterotrophic. Then autotrophic are those which can make their own food, that is with the help of the inorganic resources, that is the carbon dioxide and water. And heterotrophic organisms are those organisms which cannot be make their own food, that they always depends upon the other for their food, that is called the heterotrophic organism. And the example of the heterotrophic organisms include animals and fungi. Animals cannot make their food, they always depends upon the other. And fungi which is a white in color, and they cannot make their own food, they always depends upon the other for their food. That's why the heterotrophic organisms that's why heterotrophic organisms, we can say that it cannot be make their own food, it always depends upon the other for their food. Now students, see here, heterotrophic organisms can take the food in the complex forms, okay. See here, this one, other organisms utilize complex substances. Complex substances means heavy substances, okay. Then these complex substances have to be broken down into a simpler one before they can use for the upkeep and growth of the body. In the simple way, I will explain you. When we take the chapati, and this is a chapati, okay, small piece of a chapati, then this chapati is comes under your complex substances. When you give this complex substances or this chapati under the mouth or in the mouth, then this chapati is a breakdown into the smaller one, that is called the simpler ones, okay, like this. Now this chapati is a breakdown with the help of the saliva, and in the saliva some enzymes are present which can helps in the breakdown of this complex food into the simpler ones, okay, and that is called the enzyme. And in the simple way, if anyone is asking to you what is an enzyme, that is a biocatalyst, okay, it helps in the breakdown of the food or breakdown of the complex substances into the simpler substances, that is called the enzyme. Thus the heterotroph survival depends directly or indirectly on autotroph. Then autotroph is your green plant, okay. Autotrophs is about, students, here green plants, and heterotrophs is your animals. Animals is always depends upon the green plant for their food. So that is about your what is the nutrition, okay. How do living things get their food? In very simple way, living things get their food from the living things get their food from the plants, okay. And how plants can make their food, with the help of the inorganic sources, carbon dioxide and water. And nutrition is divided into the two parts. First one is the autotrophs, and second one is the heterotrophs. Example of the autotrophs is here given, plants and bacteria, given here plants and see here plants and bacteria. And the example of the heterotrophic organisms are animals and fungi. So this is only about in this two paragraph. Before starting this next paragraph, that is the autotrophic nutrition. And another thing here, this experiment is very important, okay. Then you will understand this too, okay, and other topics also. Then in my next video I will explain you autotrophic nutrition. Till then, bye and have a nice day.